anti-inflammatory properties, help with the health and strength of just her whole body system overall. And let's see, we recommended that she get some counseling, and she said that in fact she already had a counseling appointment scheduled for this upcoming Monday, which is good because she'll definitely need that. She's got a lot going on, domestic violence, alcohol abuse, unstable living situation, the prospect of losing her kids. So yeah, she definitely needs the counseling. I'm trying to think what else we did for her. And gave her some protein powder, because apparently the breakfast that they serve there at the center is just like cold cereal and toast, no protein. I don't know why, but anyway, that'll give her some protein to keep her going till lunch. What else happened today? Well, also today, students at my school decided to stage a sit-in, and then walk to the administration building to kind of protest. And the concerns that are being protested for, about whatever, are a lack of responsiveness by our school administration. So basically, there's been a consistent pattern of decisions made by administration that are not in the best interest of the students. And, schools exist to educate the students. And so if you're not doing everything that you can to ensure the success of your students, then you really have to question the motives of the institution as a whole. Are you there to truly educate, or are you there to collect tuition money? I don't know. I really feel for the students who are supposed to take boards in this upcoming summer quarter, because they've got a full quarter 8 load, which is pretty heavy in and of itself. I mean, you've got a lot of make or break classes like clinical entry, CACR, case analysis and case review, pathology 3, lab diagnosis, and then they threw pharmacology into the mix, which seems like it's an unnecessary stressor because pharmacology isn't even on the boards. So really, that course, it would be better if they were able to wait and take it after they had finished boards, but for some reason they're trying to throw that in. It's already a heavy quarter, so now they're throwing in an additional course, and the quarter is going to be much shorter than any other typical quarter. So they're going to have to cram a lot of information, and yes, they will be cramming a lot of information into their brains over an even shorter amount of time, and they're supposed to take boards during that same time period. I mean, it just seems to be kind of an untenable situation. So they're protesting that, and the first year students are also involved in the protest, and I can understand why. It seems like that the whole new curriculum for the school that the first years are being subjected to has been kind of unnecessarily, I can't even use the word challenging, it's more than challenging, unnecessarily difficult. And a lot of students failed out after their first quarter, and those that have survived, that are still in first year classes now, are kind of struggling and have to fight, just to stay on any sort of even keel. I mean, it's rough. And on top of that, they really don't have like the support that I felt that I got my first year with help, advice, study guides, and those types of things from upperclassmen. And it's because it's a challenge for us to help the first year students now with this changed curriculum. It's like we don't even have a place to start. We don't know what they're learning, how classes are structured, so we can't even really give them any advice on that. And since they're doing the team-based learning, and they're doing a lot of things that involved a lot more book learning and self-teaching than we did, it's tough to even be able to provide them with any helpful study guides, and their tests are all different from ours, and I don't know. So unfortunately, they're kind of out there on their own, and so that's a problem. And so I think that they are using the protest as an opportunity to have their concerns heard about the difficulty of this new curriculum. Upperclassmen are basically standing in solidarity with underclassmen. However, there weren't a lot there today to show solidarity. And I guess the word was gotten out through Facebook and text messages, but it really didn't reach the upperclassmen. Like, it didn't even reach my quarter at all, I don't think. I'm quarter 11, and most folks had no clue. I had no clue until I came in the building on my way to minor surgery lab and saw the sit-in. But I had talked with some students earlier, maybe a few weeks ago, and talked about unless they got a united front and staged something like a sit-in or some other type of group effort to grab administration's attention, that just the letters and the meetings alone wouldn't be sufficient to, wouldn't be a sufficient motivation for the administration to change their somewhat anti-student behavior. So I'm glad to see, whether or not it was, from my words or just the synergy of other people kind of realizing the same thing, I'm glad to see that they took that step to kind of get everything out there to really force the administration to hear them. And I hope it's successful. Yeah. So anyway, this has been my first day video log of my experience as an MD student, and I'm committing myself to do these logs so I can remember this time, and so others can check it out and see and hear and learn about my life as a naturopathic medical student. All right. Peace and blessings.